All right, House of Payne fans. It's kind of funny because I think I mentioned this in my review. I feel like I'll be doing more of these like mini videos talking about what happened in the episode rather than going in depth in my reviews because nothing really happened. If you did not watch the first two episodes, here's what happened. Malik comes home from college. Wait, Malik is still in college? Janine's so proud of Malik. Malik wants to tell CJ something that happened, but not Janine. Janine is kind of freaking out. I think that either he said he wanted to talk with CJ 101 or wait until CJ got home so he could tell them both together. Let me put it this way. If that were the case, my mom would not allow me to leave the house, even though I could, easily run past her or whatever. No, I wouldn't be able to leave that house. Hayden and Jaden have a brief cameo at the kitchen table, and, they're there. Malik talks to Calvin about what happened. You got Lisa pregnant? Lisa, the girl that, your parents don't like? Oh, I'm going to go raid your mom's fridge. Okay, let me go talk with Aunt Ella and Uncle Curtis. Curtis doesn't want to unlock the door. Malik is standing outside. Ella comes back from church. Curtis still doesn't want to unlock the door. Malik goes to the back door and unlocks it. Curtis and Ella discuss things that are of little relevance, but still hella funny. Curtis is watching the football game. Doesn't want to listen to what Malik has to say. Eventually he does after 5 minutes of needless back and forth. You got that girl pregnant. The episode ends. Episode 2. Ella overhears Curtis talking about the girl being pregnant. Both of them chew him out for getting the girl pregnant. Lisa comes by. Curtis is enamored by how fine she is. Ella is pissed. Curtis takes Malik to the kitchen to congratulate him. Boy, I knew you had it in you. And then at the end of the episode, let's go tell your parents. Okay, that's pretty much it. So make sure, if you are new to the channel, you like, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and hit all. That way you're notified when I post new content. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is to talk about how I think it's ridiculous that they have Malik knocking up a stripper. Him being with a stripper, that's one thing. But knocking a stripper up, that's another. Okay, Hyde did marry a stripper briefly on That 70s Show, but then it turned out that she was actually already married before they got married, so the marriage was annulled. But in any case, well, not annulled, but it wasn't even valid. So I think this is a massive misstep. Now, check out the other video I did about why is Malik still in college, because apparently the House of Payne season we're watching now is like 5 years or more in the future from where season 8 left off. So basically Malik is either in graduate school, he changed majors, he took some time off and then went back, or just bad writing. Is Tyler trying to make Malik like Calvin, where he's in school way longer than he should have been? But in Calvin's case, I guess it was because he was slacking. But based off what Janine was saying in terms of how proud she was of him, it's, I guess, safe to say that Malik is doing relatively well for himself. But in this case, why is he with a stripper? And why does he? Another argument that could be made is the baby even his, considering that she's a stripper? Not to, strip shame her. Wait, is that the right term? Not to shame her or be stereotypical, but I'm just saying, you never know. Because apparently, okay, here's what we do know about Lisa. She fine. I ain't gonna lie about that. What was she wearing? Those like white boots? But let me shut up before I sound like Curtis. But in any case, all right, so I think, I know Malik has made bad decisions before in the past, but that's typically because he's had bad influences around him, specifically his friend, so quote unquote friend. So it's just one of those situations where I really feel like this isn't good character writing for Malik. Again, he wasn't the perfect child, but the way, Janine was talking about how proud she was, it's almost like, hey, you're doing well because, growing up, she didn't say all this, but here was my interpretation. Like, hey, you're doing well. So proud of you in school. When I was your age, I was, getting in all kinds of stuff I shouldn't have been getting into. And here you are, hanging in there. But then you basically pull the rug from underneath us within 3 minutes because, oh my God, he got someone pregnant. And then, through Calvin, we learned that they didn't like Lisa. Then we learned Lisa's a stripper. Her and Malik have known each other for about 2 months. She doesn't believe in marriage. She doesn't believe in God or faith or anything like that. So, huh? And then the fact that, what Calvin gave him like 8 condoms, and he said I wasted 5 trying to figure them out because they're so thin. And then Curtis apparently gave him some before he went to school, and well, he just chose not to use them. So I mean, look, I know we're only 2 episodes in. Maybe things will get better, but at the same time, I just don't like what they're doing with Malik. And look, I'm glad to see the old characters back. Don't get that confused. I'm glad we're seeing them back, but I hate the fact that we have these Payne-isms, as in the Payne series. Aside from that horrid, not talking about that laugh track. Let's not even do that. But I mean, in regards to, no, actually, watch my review because I go into more detail about all the little things that just I didn't like the fact that it's repetitive dialogue, the fact that we're staying in the same scene for like way longer than we should, and it really takes you out of the show because while I'm glad to see the old characters back and the chemistry is still there, but to actually see and to hear the dialogue, and I'm like, okay, in House of Pain, they did not like hang on a subject for this long. Like, come on now. I just think it was a massive misstep. Like, I feel like what they could have done, and again, you really need to watch the Malik in college video to really put these 2 subjects together, but I like the idea of, Malik maybe being fresh out of college for maybe about a year or so. Maybe he did go to graduate school, or maybe he did change his major and he got his bachelor's, but it took him about 4.5 years. So a little longer than the typical 4-year degree program. And then maybe he is doing well for himself. He has a decent job or whatever, but what if he lost a job? Or what if he's fresh out of college, but he hasn't been able to find stable employment? Because that would have been a great writing prompt for younger people who graduate school, but they aren't able to get a great job right away. They have to start at like the bottom level, internship. And well, let's be realistic here. It's not uncommon for students to graduate with a decent degree in like computer engineering or some along those lines, but then they end up working at Walmart. I'm not job shaming, but that's actually pretty accurate. I want to say 3 months ago, I was at the neighborhood Walmart up the street after I went out of town to Bedford, 20 minutes away. I just felt like taking a drive to go get some Sonic. And I think the guy at the front complimented me, yo, man, I love your t-shirt and sneakers, man. That's great, because I saw that shirt at Belk one time. I wanted to get it. I forgot what the shirt was. I think it was like an eagle, not like the football team, but it had like an eagle. It was a very artsy shirt on the symbol. I've worn it in the live stream before, but yeah, I'm like, hey, yeah, I found it at Walmart. So we just talked for about 15-20 minutes. Like, this was about 9 a.m. in the morning, so it wasn't a lot of traffic going in and out of the store. So that's my thing. You all know I work from home, and whenever I go out, if I have a chance to kind of like strike a conversation, then I'm all for it. Not to mention, this was in the midst of the pandemic when it first started, so I know that workers really stressed out. So if any chance I have to have like a mini conversation or just make them laugh, that's all good, because they go through a lot. But more to the point, I think the conversation, the YouTube thing came up, and then I talked about, yeah, I used to work at Liberty. Oh yeah, I used to work there too in the IT department. We probably not met, but maybe passed each other in the hallway, not even knowing. Like, yep, that's right. And now he's working at Walmart. He has a degree in computer science, and he's working at the front of the Walmart. And it's like that's real. Like, I mean, I didn't go into details about asking why he quit, but at the same time, it's real. So if Malik got a decent degree but wasn't able to find steady employment, that makes sense. So for him to have a girlfriend and then knock her up, and now the family's upset at him because you don't have a stable job, you don't have money, what are you going to do? That makes a lot more sense than Malik still in college and Malik getting to get off a stripper. I feel like that's just it's dumb. Like I said, it's only 2 episodes. Maybe as the season goes on, we'll get some more insight. Like maybe they connected over something. It wasn't just I saw her dancing and whoa. No, it just seems like Malik is a hound, and now he's in a situation where he's going to have to find a doghouse to live in because he doesn't have anything right now. I mean, Curtis pretty much said, you ain't got no money, no job. What you going to do? And that's a valid point. Not to mention, I don't recall how he went to college in the original House of Pain series, like if he had a scholarship or whatnot. But speaking as someone who took out financial aid, the last thing I need to stress about is a family, considering, I got student loans to pay back. So it's one of those situations where I think this is just not a good storytelling prompt. I feel like it really diminishes the Malik character. But again, just my opinion. I mean, to be fair, didn't he marry that chick Summer just to have sex with her? So for him to hook over a stripper, it's like, you would think Malik would be maturing. I'm not saying mistakes aren't made by people, that, people, are perfect. All I'm saying is, I just think that isn't the best way to start off the new season. But let me know what you think. And also, in the off chance, what if the baby isn't his? What then? Who knows? But thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you like the idea of Malik, being in love? He's in love with the stripper. Or do you think that he should have went with the bartender? Maybe it was a female. Or I don't know. But thanks so much for tuning in. I know a lot of people are already excited about next week. Jasmine's going to be there, so there's that. But that's all I got for you. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you would like to donate to the channel, I accept singles. Okay, I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you would like to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month.